Infinite banking. What is it? Pros and cons. I'm making this video for a couple of reasons. One, there's a lot of bad information out there. And two, I did an internet search for infinite banking just the other day, and the very first listing is a real estate guy talking about infinite banking, what it is, and the pros and cons of it. Thing is, he is not an infinite banking specialist or even a person who knows infinite banking. He seems to have some familiarity, but he certainly is not an expert or qualified to explain infinite banking or the pros and cons with it. Aloha, I'm Stan Cox, principal bank broker and strategist with SC Finance Strategies and Insurance Consultants. I'm also the author of the books on the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy, and I'm the managing director of the Hawaii Financial Freethinkers Academy, a nonprofit financial literacy education organization. For the past several years, I have focused on and specialized in the infinite banking concept and the tax-free cash growth warehouse finance strategy. Now, if you find this to be helpful, please tap the like button for this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, please post your questions and comments here. As an actual infinite banking specialist and expert, I feel the need to set things straight, so to speak. The aforementioned real estate guy starts out, as do many others, stating that at its core, infinite banking is about becoming your own bank rather than saving or borrowing money with a traditional bank. And that's partly true. That is, infinite banking is a way to, as Nelson Nash puts it, become your own banker. But that's not at the complete exclusion of using banks. As real estate guy says, rather than saving money with a traditional bank. Well, a properly designed participating whole life policy will grow cash value for you and pay higher interest to your cash value than any bank savings account. There is a limit to how much you can load into your policy without losing the tax-free growth benefit. So in most cases, you will still want to use a traditional bank for at least a checking and probably a savings account as well. To be clear, infinite banking is a finance strategy. It is facilitated by whole life insurance cash value. As such, it provides ironclad, bulletproof protection for your money. It also provides the highest earning rates of any savings accounts, and that interest is earned tax-free. So the basic infinite banking strategy is to keep your money growing with the high compounding dividend interest while you leverage it with policy loans. And that way, you have full liquid access to your money for financing purchases of any kind, while it continues to grow tax-free within your cash value account. And unlike with banks, when you leverage your cash value to finance things, you alone decide when and how much to pay on your leverage loans. So you will never be in default of your loan payments, and you will never get a bad credit report because you don't make payments on your leverage loans for a number of months. Now, that feature comes in really handy in every case, actually, but especially in the case of using a leverage loan to finance an investment that won't pay off for a number of months. Fix and flip real estate investments are an example of this. I have a number of clients who use infinite banking specifically for their fix and flip or even build and sell projects. In those cases, they take a leverage loan to buy a property, build a house or renovate a house, which takes time, and then they put it on the market and sell it for a profit, which also takes time. Then, when their profits are realized, they repay their leverage loans and do it all over again. Meantime, whatever interest they pay on their leverage loans, they get to deduct from their income tax. My wife and I have used the infinite banking tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy for financing all kinds of things. We buy furniture, appliances using the strategy. We pay for vacations with the strategy. We even pay our income tax using the infinite banking tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy. It's the only way to pay your tax bill and still have your money growing with high compounding tax-free interest. We've paid off car loans and credit cards with our infinite banking tax-free cash growth warehouse. And at the same time as doing all those things, our cash value was growing to the point where we were able to pay cash for our brand new Subaru SUV, and our money is still growing. So let's review the pros with infinite banking that we've already talked about. First, in a proper infinite banking account, your money earns the highest compounding interest of any savings account. Then also, that high interest is paid tax-free. All your money is protected against any lawsuits, including divorce settlements, any garnishments, even bankruptcy. No one can freeze your cash value, so you always have full access to it. You can leverage your cash value and still have all your money growing with high compounding tax-free interest. You set the rules for how you will pay back your leverage loans. And with the right company, you will be earning more interest on your cash value account than you will ever pay for your leverage loans. There are more pros included with whole life insurance, which is the base camp for infinite banking. They include the cash value being invisible to student loan applications, as well as Medicaid and long-term care applications. Also, the use of the cash value as a tax-free retirement supplement. Of course, real estate plan or estate planning is a major feature of the cash benefits of whole life insurance. Now, what are the cons with the infinite banking? Well, if it can be considered a con, you need to have whole life insurance policy. But I would actually list that in the pros column because whole life is an asset and will eventually pay out well over 3 times the total you ever pay into it. And that payout will be tax-free. The only con with that is that you have to qualify in order to be insured. To qualify, you must be under the age of 85 and not have or have had a critical disease such as cancer or heart failure or stroke within 3 to 5 years of applying for the insurance. So really, most people can and do qualify. However, there is an option for folks who want to practice infinite banking but don't qualify for life insurance themselves. You can be the owner of a policy on a qualifying relative, for example. Now, Real Estate Guy, in his estimation, says that the need for infinite banking specialists to set up your account for you is a con. And I say that's stretching for something negative to say. I mean, don't you need to have a real estate specialist to help you with buying or selling a piece of real estate? Would it be considered a con to need to have a professional qualified surgeon to perform a life-saving surgery? I don't think so. And yes, you do need to have a qualified infinite banking specialist to design and get your infinite banking account policy established. But even for just any life insurance policy, you need to have a licensed life insurance professional help you. It's the law. It's not something just made up by somebody. Then once you've got your account going, the actual use of the infinite banking strategy is really simple. And when you work with an actual infinite banking specialist, they will surely help you with questions that come up and with putting the strategy into practice. You have questions? We have answers. For a more complete explanation of the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy, you can watch our free 60-minute webinar. The link is in the description box below this video. The link to buy my books on Amazon.com is also below. If you'd like to book a free phone consultation with me, the link to my Calendly page is also below. And if you'd like to apply to become a client of ours, the link to the application for that is also below. We're here to help, and we look forward to helping you. Aloha and mahalo for watching.